The thing you hate most in other people is you. The qualities that trigger you, the behaviors that disgust you, the traits you judge most harshly, they are not reflections of them. They are reflections of what you have rejected in yourself. Carl Jung called this the shadow, the parts of yourself you refuse to acknowledge, the aspects of your personality you have deemed unacceptable, so you bury them in the unconscious and pretend they do not exist. But they do exist, and what you do not own in yourself, you will see everywhere else. The shadow is not evil. The shadow is disowned. It contains everything you were taught was wrong, shameful, or unlovable. Your anger, your selfishness, your jealousy, your desire for power, your vulnerability. These are not sins, they are human. But you learned to hide them, and in hiding them, you gave them control. Jung taught that what you resist persists. When you reject a part of yourself, it does not disappear. It goes underground. It operates from the darkness. It influences your behavior without your awareness. You become the very thing you despise, while believing you are nothing like it. This is projection. You project your shadow onto others. The arrogant person you cannot stand. You have disowned your own confidence. The selfish friend who enrages you. You have rejected your own needs. The person who seems fake. You have buried your own masks. What you judge in them is what you refuse to see in yourself. The mechanism is this. You notice a trait in someone else. It triggers disproportionate anger, disgust, or contempt. This is not a normal reaction. This is your shadow speaking. If the trait were truly foreign to you, you would observe it neutrally. But because it lives in you, hidden and denied, it erupts when you see it reflected. Shadow work is the practice of reclaiming what you have disowned. It is not comfortable. It requires you to admit that you possess the qualities you have spent your life judging. You are selfish. You are manipulative. You are jealous. You are cruel. And acknowledging this does not make you a bad person. It makes you a whole person. Jung believed that integration of the shadow is necessary for individuation. You cannot become whole while rejecting parts of yourself. You cannot heal what you refuse to acknowledge. The shadow must be brought into the light, not to indulge it, but to understand it, to own it, to integrate it. Here is the paradox. The more you deny your shadow, the more it controls you. The person who insists they are never angry is ruled by suppressed rage. The person who claims they are always selfless is driven by hidden neediness. The person who denies their darkness becomes its puppet. But when you acknowledge your shadow, you reclaim your power. You are no longer at the mercy of unconscious forces. You can see your jealousy and choose not to act on it. You can feel your anger and express it consciously. You can recognize your manipulation and decide to be direct instead. The shadow also contains gold. Not everything you buried is negative. You may have hidden your power because you were told it was threatening. You may have suppressed your creativity because it was not practical. You may have disowned your sensitivity because it was seen as weakness. These too are shadow, and reclaiming them is liberation. Integration does not mean acting on every impulse. It means acknowledging every impulse. You do not have to be cruel to own your cruelty. You do not have to be selfish to admit your selfishness. You simply have to stop pretending you are above it. The people who trigger you are your teachers. They are showing you what you have not yet accepted in yourself. Instead of judging them, thank them. They are mirrors, and the reflection is always you. Your shadow is not your enemy. Your shadow is the part of you that has been waiting in the dark to be welcomed home. The moment you stop running from it, the moment you turn and face it, you discover it was never the monster you believed it to be. It was just you, trying to be seen.